Prosecution calling more parents and children to the stand today during the trial of a former Hamilton County school teacher. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kim Chapman-Whitfield.
And I'm Josh. I want to warn you here, some people may find that what happened today hard to watch. Dwayne Sanders faces several charges for inappropriate contact with the students. Investigators say the interactions happened with the students while he taught at Wallace A. Smith Elementary School in Ooltewah.
More children on the witness stand and evidence involving children during the course of the investigation, and a mother who testified about how her son was changing while he was in Sanders' classroom.
Yes, around Christmas time he started saying he didn't really want to go, kept pretending to be sick, and I thought he just wanted to stay home and play on the tablet because halfway through the day he would want to go to school. But yeah.
Now, up to this point, parents on the stand are asked to testify about what their child is like today, 2 years after this case began.
News Channel 9's Ja'Kai Spikes joins us now live. She continues our coverage of this trial. Ja'Kai.
Josh and Kim, in the last hour, we were able to hear a very emotional testimony from a mother of one of the alleged victims. She talked about just how her son drastically changed after Dwayne Sanders' alleged abuse. And she told the court today that she wishes that she would have caught the abuse earlier. That mother says she didn't know her son had been abused until he went in for a forensics interview. But she did reveal that she noticed her son's behavior changing throughout the school year while he was in Sanders' class. She said her son would come home and tell her that he was in pain, and also became emotional when she described some of the mental effects the situation had on her son.
He would have nightmares. Afraid of dying. Thinking that he was gonna die, he was going to hell, and couldn't figure out why.
Now, the defense attorney did ask the mom, did you call the police? The mom said no, because she just called the hotline that the school had referred her to after Sanders' arrest. Now, earlier today, we were able to hear from more of the alleged victims. They were describing graphic details about how Sanders would perform sexual acts on them in the classroom while students were present. Now, with that being said, the defense attorney did warn the jurors earlier this week to make sure that you're watching out for any type of inconsistencies in the witnesses' stories. Now, for more about the Dwayne Sanders trial, make sure that you visit newschannel9.com. From Chattanooga, I'm Ja'Kai Spikes, News Channel 9.
Okay, Ja'Kai, thank you. There was some discussion today about whether court will continue tomorrow. The judge decided there will not be court on Saturday, and Sanders' trial is expected to resume on Monday.